the difference in the two teams. Chicago came to win. They were hungry, and a hungry team will always win. Billy Ranford will not let me down. He does not play two bad games in a row. I'm predicting he plays a great game tonight.
The center ice by McIver. For Dan Fooch with Manson going for the net. And Belfer sliding out, poked it away from him. Manson was in alone, and Belfort dove out to poke the puck off his stick. Chelios taken in against the boards by McIver. He gets the puck loose, back to the point. Smith shoots. Saved by Ranford, the puck loose in front of him, and it's knocked wide by Larmer. Sutter had broken his stick and had to go get a new one. At center ice, Buchberger runs into a hit from Larmer.
In the playoffs, it's richly rewarded. There's the Larmer hit on Kelly Buchberger. Steve Larmer, that's two big hits he's had.
He couldn't make a play inside the Hawk line. Loose at center ice, Jelena turns and gives it to Semenoff, going in alone. Scores!
Well, a neutral zone turnover by the Hawks, who haven't looked as sharp tonight. And the Oilers, after doing a great job killing a penalty, really score on their first good scoring chance. Manson got in alone but never got a shot. Here, the two defensemen stand up thinking Semenoff's covered by the winger. He isn't. And what a neat little play Semenoff makes here. To the backhand and over the glove and pad to put his team in the lead. A nice pass from Jelena. Both Hawk defensemen went to the Semenoff, and Peluso, Mike Peluso, let the winger go, and there you can see the first goal's a big one, especially here at the stadium.
As Tom Foose comes out of the penalty box and starts away with Buchberger. Buchberger circles at center ice, now comes in across the line. He's tied up as Brown takes the puck to the corner. He's checked by Dan Foose. Buchberger for Nichols, he scores!
Well, Bernie Nichols, who has one of the quickest pair of hands in this league, took the pass on the backhand, a lovely pass, two lovely passes, as a matter of fact, on it. Here's the first one by Don Foose, and here's the one right here into Nichols, on the backhand, over to the forehand, and as he's going down, up and over a falling Balfour. Now, the scouting report of Balfour is, if you can hesitate for a second, he usually goes down, and the upper part of the net's open. Bernie Nichols, I'm not sure he thought of all that, but he looked like he did. And the Oilers, 2 goals in their 3 shots on goal here in the first period. Barry Sawchuk and Bernie Furlong.
Chelios with a shot, it deflects, it comes to the side of the net, and very quickly Ranford slipped it behind the goal. Chelios is on it again. He lets the shot go, and Ranford had to reach behind him to keep it out. And the crowd gathers in front of the Edmonton net.
Quickness and the ability to recover are 2 of his best. And here's a great example of that recovery period.
It comes over to Chelios, having problems controlling it, to Steve Smith. To Roenick. Roenick moves in, takes the shot and hit the post. It looked as though he was trying to set up Steve Larmer coming in from the right side, but it deflected off the leg and then off the post. Remaining in the penalty. Smith gains the line, looks it ahead to Roenick, back to Smith, over to Chelios. In for Larmer. Oilers doing a good job in keeping the Hawks outside the play, and now they score! Larmer taking the lead for Larmer.
32 seconds left in the penalty to Esa Tikkanen, their best penalty killer. Keep that in mind, too. And after playing with the puck out near the blue line for about 15 seconds, Smith gets it deep, and they've got the 3-on-2. Now the 2-on-1 they're looking for. You can see the Oiler forward trying to get back, but he can't make it. Vincent Domfus trying to get back to cut off Larmer. And Larmer, who has a nose for the opening, smelled it there and put it in. Well, Bernie Nichols, who didn't have a great defensive game in Game 1, fought hard to catch Chris Chelios on the back check on a 2-on-1. Chelios, upset that he was tripped and didn't score, comes running back and cross-checks Tikkanen.
At the line, the Hawks can't get out. Tikkanen having some problems. He's checked. Here comes loose. Here's Roman with Mateau. Mateau going in. Saved by Ranford, and the penalty coming up. A cross-checking call. With 2 seconds remaining in the Chelios penalties.
Here's how it first happened. McTavish tries to take Lemieux out. Lemieux comes back with the hand and cuffs him right in the head. Now, Fraser saw that, but didn't call a penalty. Now, McTavish gets up trying to get to the bench, and look what he sees coming. And Lemieux, he takes a run at McTavish, and then we have McIver coming in quickly, and McTavish recovering from his slight injury to get involved.
Throughout the playoffs. Keith Brown has it back at the point. Over to Kravchuk. A shot deflects. Sutter was in front of the net, but it went up high in the glass. Kravchuk again. What a glove save by Billy Ranford.
Well, we've talked lots of time about the quickness of Ranford's left hand. Have a look at it now. This is what Ranford, he's trying to make sure he can see it. You can see that hand's almost behind his body.
Set up with the man advantage. Here's a chance for Nichols. Now Mellenby gets it, couldn't get a shot away. Larmer in with Noonan. Larmer trying to go around. Tikkanen gets it again, and the pad save by Bill Ranford.
Larmer coming in, he loves to dip from the outside to the inside. Tikkanen played it perfectly, but then Larmer gets the shot. And a tough one for goaltender Ranford to handle.
A race for the puck. Klima going after it. Oh, it was Belfort down. He fired it wide. Klima turned on the jet and beat Keith Brown to the puck. Now Graham with a shot. And the save is made by Ranford. In the dying seconds, opportunities at both ends of the ice. Well, the Chicago Blackhawks dominated the second as they did the first, but they still trail.
Well, I don't know what they can say to their players. They've done just about everything you can ask. They've had lots of shots. They've worked hard, but they can't beat Bill Ranford.
He has a specific assignment. Here's Sutter with a shot. Kicked to the corner by Ranford. Manson throws it behind the net. Graham gets to it first. Graham to the point. Kravchuk shoots. Saved by Ranford.
Well, that record may stand for a while when you think of it. 7 straight goals for the Chicago Blackhawks. Played most of last year in the International League for Indianapolis. Now the fans here trying to charge up the Hawks to see if they can get a goal. 14:28 to go, 2-1 Oilers. 2 seconds left in Jocelyn Lemieux's penalty.
Ron Lowe was saying the noisy Chicago Stadium crowd is a problem at the start of a hockey game in communicating with Kevin Primo upstairs, watching from the press box, and even in shouting instructions to the players. But early in the first, they took the crowd out of the game. Here's Smith moving in. He can't go all the way. Ronak gains control. Leaves it for Goulet. Larmer in the corner. Back to the point to Chelios. Chelios for Goulet. In quick to Larmer. He scores!
That's one of the very few times that Ted Green could not get Muni and Lowe out against Roenick. It was Brian Glynn. They changed on the fly, and they couldn't make the change. And right here, Kevin Lowe can't contain Larmer, who goes to the net and backhands it in. Lowe complaining to the referee about a penalty. Brian Glynn sprawling to try and stop the pass across. Larmer was there to put it in, his 8th goal of the playoff. And now the fans are in the game again.
Crowd had hit a Chicago player, and Murphy tried to come in, but was unsuccessful. He steals it, he shoots, and there's a penalty coming up. Murphy is going to get a tripping call. He couldn't hear the whistle of Kerry Fraser with the noise here in Chicago Stadium. Took the shot. Goulet at the side of the net. Back to the point. Over to Kravchuk. There's the shot. Save. Rebound. And it's cleared to the boards by Glynn. And then banked off.
And here's what Belfort complained about. But look where he is. He's out of the net. He handles the puck. And Manson just gives him a little tap as if he was his teammate at one time. 10 shots. We wonder whether this guy is warmed up at all or not. And Belfour nearly got hit with the one off the end of the rink, and that might have gone in.
Buckburner with a backhand shot. And is it in? McTavish has knocked it in.
No, it didn't go in, Don. The referee's right there. It slid across the net, nearly went in, and then was knocked back across the net the other way and nearly went in. So Belfour's a little fortunate on it. Have a look at it here. Buckburner's trying to cut around the defenseman, and Belfour misses that shot. Now watch where it goes. Right across about 4 inches outside. In come the Oilers. No angle, and it'll now travel all the way across the line right to Belfour.
Smith is taken in against the boards by Murphy. Puck slipped up to the line. Roenick tied his man. Larmer has the puck. Goulet goes for the net, and Larmer hit the side of the net. Larmer gets it again. Here's the shot. Score!
On the original chance before the goal, Craig Muni got caught pinching at the Hawks blue line. Goulet was knocked a little silly, or is it? Yes, Goulet was knocked a little silly on the play as he put it in. Here's the 2-on-1 I'm talking about. It hits the side of the net. And then a shot right here by Larmer is tipped in by Michel Goulet as he crosses in front of the net, being taken down by Craig Muni, who got back into the zone. Brantford had no chance. Or was it Larmer that scored? I think they'll change that and give it to Goulet, but Larmer has a chance to add to his hat collection, as there must be 100 hats on the ice. The Oilers will be faced to win 4 games of the last 5 to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's all Oilers.
Matteau gets it. Score!
Takes advantage of Brian Glynn falling here as he's trying to get to the puck as it comes off the boards after the shoot-in. And before Glynn can get back in the play, Stéphane Matteau beats Bill Ranford to put this game in the freezer for the Chicago Blackhawks. A bad and unfortunate break for the Oilers. Brian Glynn on that play. Craig Gilbert was hit by Craig Muni. Muni has a reputation around the National League of being a low hitter or a near, and we see it right there. Craig Muni's left knee against Craig Gilbert's.
And finally the whistle goes, and now Roenick takes exception to something Richardson said or did. Chelios now trying to intervene as Matteau and Nichols are arguing along the boards. Now Roenick is trying to get back at Richardson.
David Manson and Dirk Graham fencing. And this game, this series has been free from fights, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
Chelios, who has the puck, 3 assists. Larmer with 2 goals and an assist. And the Chicago Blackhawks are going to take a 2-0 series lead to Edmonton for Game 3 on Wednesday night.
Well, it took Mike Keenan's Chicago Blackhawks a long time to win this game. They were about as patient as you can ask them to be when it looked like they'd never get a goal on Bill Ranford. And they finally did and won the game. And 2-0 Hawks as we head north to the Northlands Coliseum.